I've been having a lot of fun with Prismatic on all characters, and after some build crafting and messing around with the new exotic hunter helmet we got this episode, I put together a build that'll have you turn your enemies into popsicles. Let's not waste any time and let's break down how to turn your hunter into a walking freezer. And maybe, just maybe, actually carry your team for once. For the exotic, we will be using Mask of Fealty. Withering Blade hits and bounces create a small stasis crystal and refund a portion of the melee energy. Using Withering Blade to shatter crystals or frozen targets release a spread of Withering Blades. Now for the weapons, you can use anything that you like. These are the ones that I've been experimenting with. We have Fair Judgment, which is this axe ritual weapon with Rhyme Stealer and Headstone. Then I have a Baron Action with Heel Clip and Incandescent. And finally the Slammer Adept with Eager Edge and Cold Steel. For the subclass, we will be using Prismatic. Starting with the super, we will be using Silence and Squall, but feel free to use any super that you are comfortable with. For the aspects, I really enjoy using Stylish Executioner. When defeating a target by any elemental debuff, you will become Invis and have True Sight. And while Invis, your next melee attack will weaken targets. Next we have Winter Shroud. Dodging nearby targets will slow them, and slowing the targets will briefly increase your class ability regen. For the abilities, go ahead and put on Gambler's Dodge to recharge our melee ability when we dodge near enemies. And then for the melee, we are going to use Withering Blades. This is the most important ability. Without it, this build is useless. And then we'll have Grapple for the extra movement, but feel free to use any grenade that you are comfortable with. Now on to the fragments. First we have Facet of Ruin. Increases the size and damage of the burst when you shatter a stasis crystal or frozen target, and increases the area effect of solar ignitions. Facet of Command. Freezing or suppressing a target reloads your equipped weapons and increases the weapon's stability, aim assist, and airborne effectiveness. Next we have Facet of Protection. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage. While Transcendent, the effect is increased. Facet of Dawn. Power melee hits against targets makes you radiant. Power melee final blows makes you and your nearby allies radiant as well. And finally, Facet of Blessing. Melee final blows start health regeneration. While Transcendent, melee final blows start health regeneration for you and your nearby allies. Before we talk about the armor mods, if you appreciate this drip, here's the transmog. If I'm gonna defeat enemies, I wanna look pretty while doing so. Leave a comment rating my drip, because we all know that fashion is the real endgame here. Now on to the armor mods. For the helmet, put on double hands-on to gain super energy upon melee kills. For the arms, heavy-handed to get orbs upon melee kills, impact deduction to reduce grenade cooldown when causing damage with their melee, and then focusing strike to get dodge energy when causing damage with our melee. For the chest piece, feel free to have on whatever you like. This is just what I have on for now, and I normally change it up based on what activity I'm doing. For your legs, having recuperation is really important to have on because every time you pick up an orb, you replenish your health. And then double invigoration to reduce melee cooldown when you pick up an orb. Lastly, for the cloak, put on powerful attraction to collect nearby orbs when you dodge. Outreach to reduce melee cooldown when we dodge, and then finally Reaper to get an orb when we get a weapon final blow shortly after dodging. Now, you're not here to play nice. Your Withering Blade is like your ex, the cold shoulder. Throw them, watch your enemies freeze solid, they won't even know what hit them, but they'll definitely feel the chill. It's not about precision, it's about sending a message. You're frozen and I'm not waiting for you to thaw out. After you freeze them, get in close, shatter them like they're a cheap ice sculpture. It's not just killing it, it's an art form. They might scream, but who cares? You're too busy collecting the satisfaction of seeing them explode into a pile of broken ice. With this playstyle, you're not just a hunter. You're an invisible, icy assassin stalking the battlefield. Freeze, strike, vanish. Leave nothing but chaos and confusion in your wake. Anyways, if you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to leave a like and click that subscribe button for me. And if you didn't know, I live stream on Twitch. I do a lot of PvE things, and I teach Guardians PvE things. If you want to hop in for any of that, all my socials will be linked down below along with the dim link. Happy gaming, Guardians, and remember that I love you in-game.